Hey guys, welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video. Today we're going to go ahead and show off a bait farm deck. Hope you guys enjoy this. Subscribe if you're new for more content. And I'm going to go into it. Now, there's actually something really peculiar about the Pegasus Brothers. They have some solid cards to drop, of course. Did I say Pegasus Brothers? Paradox Brothers, I believe. If I said Pegasus, you know what I meant. So you want D-Gate. It's a pretty cool card. Destruction Potion is pretty cool too. But they're not, I mean, they don't have the best rewards overall. But really, the interesting thing about them is that their only real problem card in their deck is Soul Exchange. So if you can negate Soul Exchange or play around it, you're good to go. So the fact that, you know, spell negation is really good means that a Dark Paladin deck like I have here is going to be really good. Now, I'm going to give you guys other options like always. Now, per normal, like I said, negations or anything like that is really good. That means outright Horus is incredible. That means that Silent Magician is incredible. You just have to make sure you stick Gravekeeper's Vassal, Union Attack, and Secret Pass of the Treasures into whatever deck you run. Skills aren't really necessary. I mean, you can play with the skill. You can use a Draw Sense depending on the deck that you're running, like Draw Sense Light or something if you need that for Silent Magician, Restart, Balance, what have you. Run whatever you want. Excuse me. It doesn't really matter. So if you're trying to build a deck like this, you can run my exact deck if you want, if you have every card. If you don't have every card, mainly probably people won't have King of the Swamps. You can swap this out for any other fusion substitute monster. The cool thing about that, though, is that it acts as a fusion sage. It can, let me go ahead and pull up some substitutes. Well, literally, not. It brought up the spell card. So let me do this. Fusion, material. So you can run any of these cards that just pulled up instead of King of the Swamp. But the cool thing about King of the Swamps is it acts as a fusion sage. Since it acts as a fusion sage and it's able to fish out a polymerization from your deck, like this card would, that adds like added incentive to running that card. But it's not the biggest of deals, especially if you run something like Restart or Balance. Just make sure that you have emblems of the Dragon Destroyer to fish out Buster Blader. I decided to put one Blue Dragon Summoner in the deck because if it gets Soul Exchange, for example, you still get to fish out a Dark Magician and 3 polymerizations, 2 Union Attacks. So if you wanted to run this without the Union Attack engine, drop Gravekeeper's Vassal for Piranha Army, drop the Union Attacks for Gift of the Martyr, and you need Secret Pass of the Treasures, and Piranha Army basically can do the same thing. But again, there's no real wrong way to run any deck. If you just want to run any deck, what you can do is you can summon any sort of negation. So a card that's really good for this is going to be Ryoku Field. Ryoku Field is able to negate the activation of a spell card that targets exactly one monster on the field. So Soul Exchange would meet that requirement. Just shove 3 of these into your deck and you're good to go. Or any sort of spell negation like Magic Jammer. Run any deck that you want. Just make sure that you have the end game combo of Gravekeeper or Piranha Army along with this and Union Attacks or the Gift of the Martyr spell card. Run whatever you want. Only thing you would need is monsters that are a little bit more powerful. I believe they have to be at least 2,500 or so. You have to have 2 monsters at least 2,500 or 1 really powerful monster. So, gave you guys ideas. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this deck, and we'll get going. So, Paradox Brothers. All right. And again, Soul Exchange is the only real problem card. There's a Cursed Seal card, I believe is the name of that card. You can put it in your deck. I'm pretty sure Bastion drops it, but you have to discard a spell card. Now, the one problem with running this deck is that you have to be careful, because if you get in a position where you use up your entire hand, this is actually a really good hand, then you're not going to be able to protect your monster. So they're going to go ahead and go Monster Gate. I got fortunate there because Monster Gate actually could be a sneaky bad option for me to duel against, because of the fact that Monster Gate will allow them to mill off their deck. You don't want the opponent to get too many cards in the graveyard because they'll just flat out deck out. So as you see, the reason I ran a bunch of copies of some of this stuff is so I can get the turn 1 combo out, pop out Dark Paladin. I'm going to run over that thing, and I'm going to keep these in the hand, and we're good to go. You can add some draw stuff to the deck if you want to. You know, some stuff to help you draw a little bit faster, Draw of Greed, Shard of Greed, what have you, whatever you want to run, really. That was the beauty of this. That's what I tried to really explain with the beginning portion, is that you can run the deck however you want when it comes to the Paradox Brothers. The only problem that I can see with this is that maybe Cerberus will struggle. If you guys run the Cerberus deck, that one may struggle just a little bit because Cerberus likes to get a lot of spells out. But if you run those 3 Ryoku Fields or any sort of traps, then you're fine. The problem with that is that, again, you're taking away potential spell cards you could be using, which means that Cerberus will be a bit weaker. I don't even know what some of these monsters I'm destroying do. I know I saw it in Shaven Angler. Just make sure you don't attack, though. I tend to make that mistake every now and then. Just make sure you do not attack until you get your endgame combo. Don't do any sort of battle damage. Do not attack direct or any of that. Okay, I've got my combos going. Okay. And he won't attack because Dark Paladin's too strong. He's not going to do anything about it. Now, I need to get rid of this Blue Dragon Summoner. So I'm actually going to go ahead and... Actually, I'm going to wait till I draw another Buster Blader. But I'm going to actually tribute off Dark Paladin. As funny as it sounds, I will. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and stop that. Because like I said... Yeah, I think he runs 2 of them. Or they run 2 of them. Sorry, buddy. Not happening. Okay, so I'm going to get a Dark Magician by the Tribute if I were to do that. Yeah, let me do this. I'm going to pull out a Dark Paladin, or excuse me, a Buster Blader from the deck. I need to get this Blue Dragon Summoner off my field. Because I'm pretty sure that's too weak. So I'm not running any dragons. He's going to be pretty weak out there. If I were running any sort of dragons, then Dark Paladin would be better off. Blue Dragon Summoner, give me a Dark Magician, please. Give me that Prismatic one. I wish I could have played that. You get more points for playing Prismatics and stuff. One thing that I do want to point out is that this is going to be probably about a 7,000 farm, because if you want to make sure that you get 8,000 points, let them hit you at least one time in the beginning of the duel. Let them hit you once, and what will happen is if they get the chance to hit you, they will... and you just never do damage direct afterwards, it may put you at a bit of a disadvantage, so keep that in mind. But what will happen is you'll get the comeback victory bonus. As long as you win the duel the turn, you start off with less life points. Here he goes again. Not happening. So now I have nothing to worry about. I've completely won this duel at this point. But again, since they don't have any burn cards or anything like that, like a Hinotama, for example, it's a random example, this is going to be a dead 4,000 even draw. Double summon. He's going to pop out Suijin probably. But I'm just going to negate it. I don't want them trying to crash that Suijin into me. That was actually no. I should have let that happen. Because Suijin can't get over any of my stuff. Assuming it was Suijin, I should have let that happen. Because that way I could have took like, what, 2,500 battle damage or effect damage? That would have been really good. Yeah, it was Suijin. Okay. So that's one thing you guys could have done to get the, the comeback victory. So if they try it again, I'll let them do it. I don't know how many double summons they run. I also don't want to... Nah, it's a little too late in the game. I'm not going to let them do anything. I was going to say, I don't want to let them try to take over the duel. I don't know the exact composition of their deck. Okay, well, I have the combo again, pretty much, but I just don't have a... the next 2 cards are going to be Union attacks. That's cool. I just don't have a third Dark Paladin. Otherwise, I'd probably cheese it a little bit and go out to it. Going to go ahead and end again. I'm going to play that Emblem of the Dragon Destroyer because it's a glossy card, and you get more points for the glossies you play. Give me a Buster Blader from the grave. Back to my hand. Okay. We're going to go ahead and play the Vassal. And they have no protection. There's nothing they can do. Secret Pass on Gravekeeper Vassal. Again, if you ran the Piranha Army method, it would be Piranha Army and then Secret Pass, and then a Gift of the Martyr would tribute off your other 2 monsters, and Piranha would go direct. You didn't even need to play Secret Pass in this scenario, but I did it because it was a glossy card. Didn't need to because he had no monster. Gonna go there again. And this is gonna be effect damage purely, because that's the cool thing about Gravekeeper's Vassal, is that all he does is effect damage. You get an extra 1,000 points. You don't get that extra points when you use Piranha Army's method. So that's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, it's very easy. There's a lot of different ways you can build whatever deck you want, really. Just make sure you have the end game combo of Piranha or Gift of the Martyr. Let's see what I got here. Oh, I got a Prismatic one off the bat. Effect damage. Okay, yeah, it's going to be a 7,000 farm. Oh, almost 8. Oh, I got 8. Okay, even without... Oh, this is probably, one of their better cards, too. Anyways, even without the comeback victory, still was able to get that. So if you ran Piranha Army and did exactly what I did, you wouldn't have got this 1,000 bonus right there. So it would have been 1,000 shy. Oh, this is the importance of getting all that damage, that attack stat so high. Piranha Army will get double when he attacks directly. If its attack is like 5,000, it'll double up to 10,000. That's the effect of that monster. Also, you get bonuses for destroying stuff, so I didn't really look at that. And as far as Prismatic and Glossies, I got 300 for playing, you know, Glossies. The Prismatics would be like the ones that have like the diamond-shaped patterns and whatnot, the holographic. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new for more, like I said, and hope you guys have fun farming Paradox Brothers. Take it easy, guys.